Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityo Ma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, may the Divine lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. Oh, peace, peace, peace.
This devotional song is written by Sri Kamalakanta Chakraborty. Ever blissful Mother Kali, enchanting our mind, you sing and dance and clap in joyful dance. You are the creator, sustainer. We dance and speak with your grace. You are ever blissful, eternal Mother Kali. Shodanande mohi kale moha kale mohi shodanande mohi kale moha kale mohi shodanande mohi kale apne nacho apne gao ma apne nacho apne gao ma apne gao ma koro tali shodanande mohi kale moha kale Mohini Shodanande Kali Adi Bhuta Shonatani Shunna Rupa Shoshi Bhali Adi Bhuta Shonatani Shunna Rupa Shoshi Bhali Brahmanda Chilo na Jokun Brahmanda Chilo na Jokun Mundo Mala Kudhai Peli Shodanande mohi kali shobe matro tumi jontre amra tomar montre choli shobe matro tumi jontre amra tomar montre choli jemni nacha temni nachi jemni nacha temni nachi jemni bola temni boli shodanande mohi kale moha kale mohini shodanande mohi kale ashanto amulakanto
I'm reading from the book Sister Nivedita by Pravrajika Atma Prana. The chapter is Kali and Kali worship. Swami Vivekananda called the worship of Kali the worship of death. It has already been said about the Swami's state of mind, changed after his visit to Shir Bhavani in Kashmir. His poem, written in an ecstatic mood at that time, or Nivedita. The concept of Mother, the Terrible, was delineated in it, was new to her. To quote a few lines, scattering plagues and sorrows, dancing mad with joy, come, Mother, come, for terror is thy name, death is in thy breath, and every shaking step destroys a world forever. Thou time the all-destroyer, come, O Mother, come. Who dares misery love and hug the form of death, bands and destructions dance, to him the Mother comes. Since then, the Swami always spoke of the Mother, sometimes of her terrible form, at other times of her beneficent form. Nivedita struggled hard to understand this concept of the Universal Mother, but gradually, by her Guru's grace, she understood it. He, as it were, gave her the key to this understanding. Nivedita wrote to Miss MacLeod once, "Is this worship of the terrible a new theme with him? It doesn't seem so to me. It seems that I have always found the promise of certain things in him, even at the beginning. I mean, by a promise that hint that he recognized certain things and would give me the key to them. And so it has proved. The worship of the terrible has grown more overwhelming of late, and only very, very lately has he given me the personal key and perfect freedom. But it was always in him." But to her, she was also the tender and loving mother. Whenever she travelled amidst unfriendly and unknown persons, Kali seemed to lead her every step. One day, when she was engrossed in her thoughts, she saw that a short red road led up to Mother Kali. But as she got nearer and nearer, Kali went backward, further and further, till she became a lofty black door. It was the end of the path, and beyond lay the infinite ocean. And she understood that Kali was death. Many were surprised at her devotion to Kali the Terrible. Constant meditation on her had become so natural with Nivedita that till the end of her life, she felt the presence of the power that Kali symbolized. Yes.
A short period of meditation. Good morning, friends. Kali, the Divine Mother. On 19th is Kali Puja, that's why I thought of discussing about Mother Kali. You all know about Mother because those connected with Sri Ramakrishna, they know the role of Mother Kali in the life of Sri Ramakrishna and all his disciples and all his followers. The name Kali is derived from the word Kala, or time. Time is under whose influence everything goes away. Everything is dependent on time. Time devours everything. What is today, in time it won't be. But the one who even devours time, who even eats up time, Kala Sangra Sanat Kali, one who is beyond time, devours with beyond time is Kali. Kali is the eternal substance, the power of Brahman. The power that creates, preserves and dissolves this whole creation is Kali. Mother Kali is the most misunderstood of Hindu goddesses. She is often described by some as fearsome, dangerous, fierce, violent, like that. We just now read how Mother is the sign of terrible, the sign of death. But that death which does not make us fearful. To approach that Mother as death is not to be afraid of what Mother represents. That is the goal of worship of Divine Mother. Swami Vivekananda was talking with a gentleman in the US and he asked, Swami, if I follow you, what you will give me? Swami says, I will teach you how to love death. That was his highest reward. That means how not to be afraid of death, how to attain fearlessness, how to become firm in the ground, not to be moved or shaken by anything that comes. That is the result of the worship of Mother Kali. Mother Kali is this name Kali comes in the Vedas itself. In Mundaka Upanishad the word Kali is there, but not as the Shakti of Brahman, but as a tongue of fire. Of the 7 tongues of fire are described, of which the first is Kali. Kali, Karali, Chamano, Javacha. So the word we find there, Kali, but Kali later on comes in the Puranas, in the Devi Mahatmya. As we know, the origin of Kali, if you read the story of Devi, Durga Saptasatya, Devi Mahatmya, you find Mother Durga is challenged by some demons. And fierce battle starts, and one of the demons had the power that when he was slain, that every drop of blood that came out of his body and fell on the ground, from that drop another demon of the same quality would come. It's called Rakta Bija. Every drop of blood was capable of producing another Rakta Bija. So Durga was fighting, so it became very difficult. She cut it and the blood dropped on the ground. Another demon comes. There have to be innumerable demons are coming. So it was difficult for her to defeat that demon called Rakta Bija, one from which every drop of blood, it works like a seed to produce another Rakta Bija. So then she becomes very angry, and from her eyebrows comes out a dark complexioned, 4-armed, divine feminine form, which is considered to be Kali. Black, dark complexioned, black-armed, having tongue protruding, fearsome and fierce-looking, that Devi comes to protect the creation from these demons, and that is the Kali's first description. The Mother Kali that is worshipped by Sri Ramakrishna in the Dakshineswar temple, or the one photographs you see of the Dakshineswar temple, Mother Kali. It has described as having dark complexion, black in color, and the rishis have seen her black. Everything is symbolism there. And it has, the mother has got 4 arms, and these 4 arms have, on the right side, it's giving boon and giving fearlessness. On the left is, she has a sword and decapitated head. That is the form of mother that is described. And she has very strange form of divine. And she holds a decapitated head on her left hand. And she doesn't wear any clothes because her clothes is all quarters, Nikambari as it is called. No cloth can cover her. She is so vast. And on her girdle, on her waist, is a girdle of human hands. And she wears a garland of skulls. And the garland are 50 in number. So everything has the symbolic meaning that the Rishi saw in meditation, what this Kali means. And everything has the meaning in that. The head represents that when we think mother is with us, then we have the power to think. It is not something to be fearful. And the 50 skulls means all the knowledge is with mother. 50 skull of the garland represent 50 letters of Sanskrit alphabet. That mother holds all knowledge. All knowledge are contained in the mother. If we are separated from mother, there will be no knowledge retained. So that represents 50 alphabets of Sanskrit language are in the mother's hand. And of course, why this terrible sword? Sword is to destroy. What to destroy? Mother destroys, of course. She destroys and removes ignorance. She destroys and removes our ego. And she grants us knowledge and fearlessness. That's why the right hand gives knowledge and which stands in the fearlessness. Be fearless. I am there to protect you. Mother is one who protects us from all difficulties. That's what the mother is depicted as. That's why the people worship the divine Mother Kali as the mother herself, who is powerful enough to fight all our wars and all will be on our sides and protect us from all difficulties and problems in life. That's why Kali, what Sri Ramakrishna worshipped and what people worship, is not so fearful. To the devotees, is not fearful. She removes and makes us free from samsara. Samsara is the ignorance and delusion, you see. When we identify ourselves with the body and think that this worldly existence alone is the existence, then we become worldly person or samsari. Only this body, this life, that is the everything of the life we have. When we forget our eternal nature, we become samsari. Mother removes that samsara from us and gives us eternal knowledge and finally mukti or ultimate liberation. In fact, Kali is the most compassionate and blissful divine mother. That's what the song that was sung just now said, Sadananda Mahi Kali. Mother, you are not fearful, you are not fearsome, you are always blissful. And at the end of the song, it said that, Mother, I just said you scolded you, she said. The devotee is scolding Mother. Mother, you have taken away my dharma and adharma. Holding sword in your hand, you have removed my dharma and adharma. What does it mean? You have removed my everything, what is good and what is bad. I am totally absorbed in you. I have no sense of what is good and what is bad. I have gone beyond that sense of good and bad and totally surrendered to you as my only object of adoration. And Ramaprasad says, and Kamalakanta says, saying, with the abuse, I abuse you that you have taken up, eaten up my dharma and adharma. In Saptasati, Durga Saptasati, the verse comes, Saisha prasanna varada nrinam bhavati muktaye. When mother is pleased, what can she give? She can give everything. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Everything that she can give. Whatever we want, righteous path, we want desires to be fulfilled, and we want wealth and prosperity in life, or we want moksha, liberation, ultimate knowledge, freedom from all samsara. That also she can grant you. That's why it says, Shaisha prasanna varada nrinam bhavati muktaye. Muktai. If she gives boon, she can make a human being liberated. Jivan Mukti is possible by just worshipping her, by just pleasing her. If she is pleased, she can grant us Jivan Mukti. She can grant us total freedom from all delusion, all dualities, all sorts of samsara. She can free us and we roam in the world with full knowledge. Sri Ramakrishna worshipped Mother Kali, and when he saw Mother Kali and was testing whether Mother is living or not, she revealed to Sri Ramakrishna not in the form but as an infinite light, the light of knowledge that totally submerged Sri Ramakrishna, and Sri Ramakrishna totally lost his consciousness and went into super-conscious state. And that super-conscious state was the blissful state. And whether she saw the form with 4 hands and her forms he worshipped is not known, but only when he came back to the conscious world, he just uttered the word Mother, Mother. But what he remembers is just a huge wave of light came and we fell on the ground with that, and he was totally unconscious. After that, he was in that blissful state. Sri Ramakrishna said that the Divine Mother revealed to me in the Kali temple that it was she who had become everything. You see, the knowledge comes. How this divine principle had become everything. Where is good and bad? It is all lost. And he said, I saw a wicked man. He understands wicked man. But in him also I found it is Divine Mother that vibrates. That is Divine Mother that plays through him as a wicked person. That thing has already gone. And he was worshipping and he saw a cat coming, and in the cat he sees the Divine Mother. And he offers first food that was to be offered to the deity, he offers to the cat, because in cat also she is revealed. Offering everything to the Divine Mother, he was doing that. Once he said to the mother, Mother, take my everything to you. As Kamalakanta said, virtue and vice, both you have taken. Even virtue she has taken. I don't know what is virtue. I don't know what is vice. Totally surrender and let me move and work and think as your instrument. Mother has taken full charge of Kamalakanta, and she has done the same thing to Sri Ramakrishna. Once Sri Ramakrishna came to the Divine Mother and said, Mother, take two flowers. Mother, this is your vice, this is your virtue. Please take both and grant me pure love for thy lotus feet. This is thy knowledge and this is thy ignorance. Take them both and grant me pure love for thy lotus feet. This is thy purity, this is thy impurity. Take them both and grant me pure love for thy lotus feet. This is thy dharma, this is thy adharma. Take them both and grant me pure love for thy lotus feet. That was the total surrender and demand or prayer for the total love for the lotus feet of the Divine Mother. Mother is, who is that Mother? Mother is not separate from Brahman. So Brahman, the supreme reality, and the Divine Mother are same. That was revealed to Sri Ramakrishna. He said Brahman, the inactive principle, the reality that never changes, is free from any desires, and this Divine Mother, who is the supreme nature, creator of all this universe, are inseparable. When that Brahman or the supreme reality, that principle, when it is active, Sri Ramakrishna says, I call him Kali. When it is not working, not creating, preserving, destroying, not inactive, then I call it Brahman. Kali and Brahman are same. Shakti and Brahman are same. So Sri Ramakrishna used to say, is Kali really black? His explanation was there. Why Kali is seen as in the form of black? One is that we see light here, it's a small portion of the nature we see. When we go into the deep space, it is all black. Black is the reality of this creation. So another way is we don't understand what really Mother Kali is. We cannot find out. All colors are absorbed in black. So we cannot really, with our intellect, we cannot understand. So she is depicted black. Sri Ramakrishna said, mother is not black. She looks black because you look from far. If you reach close to her, she is not black. Close doesn't mean going close to the deity or image. Close means really understanding what Divine Mother is, what God is. If you reach closer to God, then you don't feel any color in God. Ramakrishna says in one of his songs that Kali Brahma Jene Marma Dharma Dharma Sab Cherechi. He said, I have understood a truth that Kali and Brahman are same. After understanding this, I have given up virtue and vice. I have given up right and wrong. I have given up everything because I know what is Kali is that Brahman. I have understood God in all its varieties. It is all God, all pervading. Sri Ramakrishna said, my mother, who is my mother? She is the mother of the universe. It is she who creates and preserves the world, who always protects her children, and who grants whatever they desire, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That is the Divine Mother that Sri Ramakrishna worshipped, who is ready to give to the devotees whatever they want. That's why the prayer that is sung every day in the Ramakrishna Mission Centers, that the mother of the prayer to the mother, that Sharanagata Dinartha Paritran Parayane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Narayani Namostate. O Mother, you remove arti, all afflictions, all difficulties, all problems of the devotees. To that Mother I bow down. And who is the Mother? The first verse says, Sisti Sthiti Vinashanam Shakti Bhute Sanatani. You are the one who is the source of this creation. You are the one who is at the bottom of the sustenance. You are the one where ultimately everything goes back. Thou art that. And and you are the power that is present in every being. So it is all Mother's play. This whole universe creation is Mother's play, and whatever we find, life, activity, this all because of Divine Mother. That Shakti makes every life possible and every thought possible here. Sri Ramakrishna once described that Divine Mothers are of various form worship. The mother that we worship is called Dakshina Kali. You must have heard in the prayer in the mantra, it's called Dakshina Kali. There are other forms of Kali also. Raksha Kali, Smasana Kali, Shyama Kali, Maha Kali, etc. So, what is Dakshina Kali? The form Dakshina Kali is where mother's right foot sits on the Shiva. In Smasana Kali, it's called Vama Kali also. In that, the left foot is on the body of Shiva. In Dakshina Kali, the sword is held by the left hand, and in Vama Kali or Smasana Kali, the sword is held by the right hand. And Dakshina Kali or Shyama Kali, both names are there, it is worshipped by the devotees to propitiate and gain the protection as the Divine Mother. Smasana Kali, who lives in the cremation grounds and removes the ignorance and ultimate refuge when a person dies. That is the concept of Smasana Kali, who lives there and is the ultimate power that will release us from our bondage. That's called Smasana Kali or Kali in the cremation ground. Raksha Kali is another Kali when people propitiate Mother for some affliction is there, please protect me from all these troubles and difficulties. When there is epidemic and when there is some problem going on, then people worship the form of Kali, that's called Raksha Kali. It's the same Mother in little different forms. Mother is also said to have the 10 different forms of Mother. Like Tara, Shodashi, Bhuvaneshwari, Dhumavati, Bagala, all these 16 forms are there. They are called Dasha Mahavidya. They are the great knowledge, 10 forms of great knowledge. One of them is called Tara. Tara means Redeemer. who takes you across, who makes you cross the ocean of samsara, that is Tara. If you see the form, they are almost similar. The Shodashi is a very benign form of Mother Kali, which was worshipped by Sri Ramakrishna when he, to Holy Mother. To Holy Mother he worshipped as Shodashi, the very benign form of the Divine Mother, and prayed to Divine Mother, please manifest to this body and remove all her ignorance and all her desire. That was Sri Ramakrishna prayed. And how Sri Ramakrishna describes about what happens when one cycle totally finishes, suppose it is dissolution. What happens in next cycle? It is said in the Vedas that in the next cycle, the universe is created as it is today, exactly the same way. Yatha Surya Masaudhata Tatha Purvam Akalpayana. As it was there thought, as it was there in the previous generation, the same way Surya, Chandra and everything is created back. So Sri Ramakrishna said beautifully that Mother Kali, just before dissolution, what she does is she keeps the seed of everything. Like a granny has a hot pot where she keeps the seeds of cucumber and some blue tablet or some other seeds and everything she keeps so that she can plant in the next season. Like that, Divine Mother at the time of dissolution keeps the seed of every being that is there, and again the new cycle starts with the same being coming up. That is how our karmas, though we may be dissolution, we may be all dead, that thing gone, every whole universe gone, but when we are created again, the karma comes back. Our karma will not be gone just by the destruction of the universe. That individuality will be, again when creation starts, again we come with the same ignorance. Like Sri Ramakrishna, that story of a person, a magician, who was showing to the people that, oh, let there be confusion, let there be delusion, he was showing that. In the process, somehow his tongue gets up and he is not able to talk, he went into a hallucination. And then he was put there as if dead, but he was not dead, he was in a deep slumber. And then he was put there. After many years, he gets up again when something happens and the earth shakes and his tongue comes to the position, and he comes up, the first word he utters is, "Oh confusion, oh delusion, come delusion." The same thing he was uttering a few years ago when before his soon. Like that is our condition. So Mother will keep all our seeds, all our mind, whatever is there, even if we die today or in pralaya. But this will be always there unless we change ourselves in this very life. That's how this recycling of our whole thing, this mind will become the same quality. So our mind needs to be made better in this life itself by our spiritual practice, by our intentional way. Otherwise we remain the same person even after pralaya, because Mother gives the seed. So, what really is Mother? Sri Ramakrishna describes, he says that Divine Mother, if you look that way, but really she cannot be understood what really is. He said God cannot be defined. You cannot say God is this and not that. God is infinite. So, infinite ways are His expression. So, you cannot know how God is. So, he said he saw that during worship someone had put the sacred thread in the shoulder of Mother. Divine Mother. Mother is a feminine principle. Generally, sacred thread is worn by the men. So somebody asked the worshipper, why did you put on the sacred thread? She is a female deity. The worshipper said, I don't know. You have already known Mother is female or male. I don't know that. That's why I put the sacred thread. It is up to you. You have known a lot. But what Sri Ramakrishna, he praises the person who says Mother is not recognizable. She is beyond male and female principle. She is God. So God has become all. She is not only female principle. She is both male and female principle. Sri Ramakrishna says that Shakti must be propitiated. So you have to pray and propitiate the Shakti. That's how Mother is pleased. And Swami Vivekananda also later emphasized that to worship Mother, you should demand. If you say, What? You won't give me? Am I different? Am I not your son? Like that, if you demand, then mother it often gives. Like we demand with our own mother, similarly you should demand and pressurize the Divine Mother with your demands. Give me devotion, you have to give me. Remove my all bad habits. Make me pure. Make me love all. Remove my anger. Why I get angry? So you have to come and fight with mother. When you fight with mother, then mother gives you, grants you. So the way to pray to mother is becoming more aggressive in your prayer. More intenser, more aggressive. That's how mother is pleased. Oh, really, my son wants this. That's how Sri Ramakrishna also said. And he said that the attitude of regarding God as mother is the last word in sadhana. How he praises the divine motherhood of God. Sri Ramakrishna says, the attitude of regarding God as mother is the last word in sadhana. O God, thou art my mother, and I am thy child. This is the last word in spirituality. What a big, wonderful thing he says about the God. God as mother is the ultimate of that. So when we say that, mother, you are the ultimate, I am thy child, it is the attitude of surrender, total surrender. I know nothing, you know everything, so make me whatever you want. That's why he used to like the Ramakrishna song, Sakali Tumar Icha. Everything is thy will, O mother, I have nothing. Whatever you will, that happens. Whatever you do, that happens. So totally surrendering to the will of Divine Mother is a sign of mukti. You have nothing to do, and you become just an instrument, bereft of ego, seeing the presence of Mother in you and seeing that Mother is moving you. Sri Ramakrishna used to often say, I see this person coming to me and walking, I see this is just a cover, moving his hand, but he's not doing. Some power inside is there, power of God, that moves his hands and feet, like that he used to say. You are the willful mother. Sakali tumari icha moi tara tumi. You do your own work, the people say, I do mine, by ignorance. But who does that? It is all Divine Mother doing. If we realize that itself, we come close to the liberation. Because when someone does something, we think, oh, it is all Mother doing. Someone behaves some ill. If we are always aware of Mother's doing, everything is your will, then how do we become angry or upset with that person? Everything is by Mother's will. Whole universe runs by her will. So there have been a lot of confusion not only in the Europeans about the Divine Mother, even in India, Divine Mother, some say it is the tamasic goddess, and some say it is the goddess of fear, and the goddess of death, like that, as if death is something you should hate. Death is not to be hated. That's why Swami Vivekananda always emphasized. Death is a natural phenomenon or something you should not be afraid or hateful of death. It is a natural phenomenon. It happens. But you should be not worried for that. That's why you can live with joy and bliss. If you are always worried of death, so you do every time. They say that coward and fearful person dies many times before real death. So that's what the worship of Mother said. So there used to be Dr. Sarkar. He was quite an atheist type person but loved Sri Ramakrishna. He was Sri Ramakrishna's doctor. Very famous doctor of his time. He made an institute still there. It's called Asiatic Society. So he had a rational idea about God, didn't believe in avatar, but he used to love Sri Ramakrishna. And though Sri Ramakrishna was worshipped, he was worshipped of Mother Kali. And he liked Sri Ramakrishna's simplicity, he liked Sri Ramakrishna's conversation of wisdom and his faith and how devotees were there. And one morning he says, Yam goes to him and he says, you see, you are doing a lot, he said. Yam said, you are doing a lot to us. And he said, I am doing not for anything, I get so much joy in serving and being and talking with him. So that's why I didn't want to take any fees from him. We had very highly paid doctor, the most famous doctor at the time. And one day he said, I was thinking since morning, you see it rained and the water was coming from window. I thought, whether you have closed the window of Sri Ramakrishna's room or not, what he is doing, I was thinking about Paramahansa or Paramahansa, he said. And when it was reported to Sri Ramakrishna was very happy. And what he said? He said, Dr. Sarkar is a very famous man. He doesn't believe in meditation or in form of God. But he is thinking about this divine personality. So it itself is a grace of Divine Mother. Sri Ramakrishna was very pleased. He said, I cannot say that you should think of me, but he is thinking of me by itself, by himself. So it will all give him spiritual insight. For that Sri Ramakrishna was pleased. But sometimes Dr. Sarkar said, oh, you worship Kali. Kali was in the history, it was a Santhal woman. Santhal is the native woman who black in color, was a brave warrior, and later on it became a deity in your Hinduism and you worship that. So hearing that, everybody laughed. That was not the case. Sarkar had some idea about it, somebody had heard, and how he used to make the things. So Kali was not respected and accepted. You know how Swami Vivekananda also didn't accept Kali. Brahmo Samaj didn't accept Kali. They don't accept Kali. Even other form, those who worship God in other form, they will not accept the form of Kali. It's too terrible for them to accept Kali. They want benign, smiling face, bedecked with jewels, having flute or having Rama-like thing smiling. So that type of form of God people want. Even Sri Krishna showed Arjuna the terrible form of God. You see, in the Gita it is there. When he saw God in Vishwarupa, in the universal form, it was not benign, it was not simple, it was terrible. It was the Mother Kali, in fact. How it was Mother Kali? He saw everybody heading head on, they were entering into the mouth where the fire was burning in that huge form of God, and all were going to death, to their own perishing into the death as if pulled by someone. And Sri Krishna Arjuna said that there were big teeth were their fangs of that universal form, and it was chewing as if the head were being eating. That type of terrible form of God Arjuna saw, and he was afraid. Swami Vivekananda comes there. You should not be afraid of anything. Nature is like that. Sometimes very nice sunshine, sometimes it is snow, sometimes rain. It is nature. You accept the whole of nature, then you are not worried for anything. Sometimes it is terrible storm. But don't be afraid, that is a part of nature. Sometimes it is benign, sometimes it is terrible. It happens, but you should not be afraid of that why it happened, something wrong. Don't say that something someone has done wrong. Nothing like that. It is the nature. Sometimes it is good, sometimes earthquake happens, sometimes storms happen, and there is death. That is a part of this life, creation. Destruction is a part of creation. Ultimate of what is created has to destroy. Accept that. Accept that. Then you live in joy and happiness. Nothing can disturb you. That is the basic teaching of Swami Vivekananda. So Dr. Sarkar talks with Yam, and he said it was in October 6, 1885, page 888 of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. I find that he is a worshipper of the goddess Kali. So he was slighting Sri Ramakrishna. After long association, he is the worshipper of goddess Kali. So Yam says, but with him the meaning of Kali is different. What the Vedas call the Supreme Brahman, he calls Kali. What the Muslims call Allah, he calls, and the Christians calls God, he calls Kali. He does not see many gods. He sees only one God. What the Brahmagyanis of the olden times call Brahman, what the yogis call Atman, and the Bhaktas call the Bhagavan, he calls Kali. For Sri Ramakrishna, Kali is the ultimate God. It is Brahman, it is Krishna, it is everything. So that's why how he explained, Yam explains to Dr. Sarkar. In Sri Ramakrishna, one finds all the attributes and ideals of religion. That is why people of all sects and creeds enjoy peace and blessedness in his presence. Who can fathom his feeling and tell us the depth of his inner experience? Sri Ramakrishna's understanding of Yam, how Yam understands Sri Ramakrishna. We know the story how Sri Ramakrishna introduced to Swami Vivekananda to Mother Kali, who never went to Kali temple, who used to come to Sri Ramakrishna, talk to him, listen to him, talk with Hadra, and then leave. Never went to the main temple, main deity, because he didn't believe in idol worship, as he was a member of the Brahmo Samaj. And one day he comes and says to pray to Sri Ramakrishna, please do something for my family, they are in dire poverty. And Sri Ramakrishna says, today is good day, go to the mother and pray to her instead of asking me. And I assure you, whatever you pray, mother will grant. With that assurance, because Sri Ramakrishna saw mother always living, for everything mother was his ultimate place to ask. Whatever she guided, he moved that way. Whatever she guided, he talked that way. He used to see the things that are going to happen by the grace of mother. So totally dependent on mother for everything that Swami Sri Ramakrishna was. And we know that how Swami Vivekananda goes there and he just asks for knowledge and devotion, discrimination and dispassion. That was the prayer he could do, but could not ask for anything worldly. Anything worldly he couldn't ask. And after this all happened, then she learned song from Sri Ramakrishna whole night. Sri Ramakrishna was very happy that he had accepted mother. And when he went, he could have the vision of God in mother. It is not just going and praying to the statue as we do. But he had the vision of divine reality, divine presence as Sri Ramakrishna had. It was not the ocean of light and he fell down, but it was the divine presence in the statue that Swami Vivekananda had. And after that, Swami Vivekananda used to jokingly say that this woman made me her slave, finding the time, opportune time of my difficulty, and he made me slave for her life. He was saying it jokingly, but what he meant was he was totally devoted to the Divine Mother, understanding what Divine Mother Kali is. Kali represents the whole creation, whole universe. It's not a small, timely thing that happens. And Swami, this year is the Sister Nivedita's 150th year of birth. So many places is being celebrated. And Swami Vivekananda gave name Nivedita, the dedicated one who was dedicated. To whom Swami Vivekananda did dedicate Nivedita? He dedicated to Mother Kali. Mother Kali is not separate from the creation, from the humanity, from the service of humanity. That is what his dedication was. Swami Vivekananda, the poem was read in the beginning, that how he said that when the aspect of God as benign, as peaceful, as sweet is one aspect. The same God, another aspect is terrible, is fearful. That is also another aspect. If one can just like only benign and good, his devotion and his knowledge of God is not complete. So whenever little difficulty, little problem is there, that person will be shaken. So one who can see God's hand in everything, good and bad, that person's realization is the real realization of God. That's why God-realized persons are never disturbed in any situation. That's why he wrote this poem, Kali the Mother. Beautiful poem. The stars are blotted out, and he gives the description of a storm. The stars are gone, thick, dense cloud, storm coming up. The darkness and the poetic, the darkness, vibrant, sonant, that's the darkness. In the roaring, whirling wind are the souls of 1,000,000 lunatics just loose from the prison house. As if lunatics have been loosened from the prison house and they have come to destroy the creation. What are they doing? Wrenching trees by the roots. Just see the storm that we often hear. Sweeping all from the path. The sea had joined the fray and soars up mountain waves to read the peachy sky. The flash of lurid light reveals on every side 1,000 shades of death, begrimed and black, scattering plague and sorrows, dancing mad with joy. That is also a dance of Divine Mother. This destruction is a part of creation, part of nature. You cannot avoid it. There also Mother dances with joy. Then, come, O Mother, come. That terrible form, come. I am not afraid of that. Life comes, okay. Death comes, okay. That time, such type of person never cry and weep even in a difficult situation. They can die just smiling and laughing. That is the situation. Suppose we are in the plane and there is red light flash, there is danger of accident. What will be our condition that we have to think? We will be too sad and remember what we didn't do or what we didn't say, what we didn't project. Or we'll say, Mother, come, no matter, we had a wonderful life, come, I will be with you, you will take to me. Not even being frightened in the face of death. What a great courage. If one worships Divine Mother, accepts Mother in all form, that can happen. Terror is thy name, Swamiji says. Death is in thy breath, and every shaking step destroys the world forever. Thou time, the all-destroyer, come, O Mother, come. Not only creation is love, like that, destruction is also fine. Now he says the final thing. Swamiji is after writing portraying the terrible form of God, then he says, who dares misery love and hug the form of death, dance in destruction's dance, to him the Mother comes. So God, when you have to reveal, you have to love both. Nothing can shun. This is your vice, this is your virtue. Take them both, Mother, and give me love for your lotus feet. Nothing fearing, nothing doing that. Another poem, let Mother dance. That's another, let Shama dance. There's another poem of Swami Vivekananda that is also beautiful. Oh Mother, your worship is struggle. Infinite struggle. Puja par, sangrama par. And there is every chance that we fail. But Mother, may we not be afraid of failure. May we fail whatever time, may we be able to do again and again. May we be not afraid of failure. Puja tar sangrama par, sada parajaya tahana dorak tumai. Churna hok sartha sadhaman. May your desires, your wish to become famous, and your wish to work, may that all be pulverized, your ego, that all be powdered, pulverized, may all go. Sadha, swartha, sadhama, selfishness, may all this be vanished. Swartha, sadhaman, hridaya, shasan. May your heart be like the cremation ground. Cremation ground of what? Of all duality, of all selfishness, of all ignorance. All those are burned. It has become the cremation ground of all those things. When they are burnt in your heart and when it is purified of all these impurities of ego, of selfishness, of holding on, then Nachuk Tahate Shama. Only then the Mother will dance. As the Mother is said to dance in the cremation ground, that is Swami Vivekananda describes, that is real cremation ground in her heart. If you can be free from ego and delusion and possession and holding on to the thing, and then only Mother will come and dance in our heart. So what happens when Mother dances in our heart? Then we dance with the Mother. When there is the Mother's presence always felt in the heart, then we live always in bliss. That time it comes, Sadananda Mai Kali. Oh Mother, you are the form of ever blissfulness. And don't make me unjoyful, Nirananda Corona. Don't make me ever morose, oh Mother. I am your child. I should inherit your quality. You are always in bliss. Why should I be sorrow? When we are aware of Divine Mother's presence in our heart, when she starts dancing in our heart, we start dancing in this world. We are always happy, working with all joy. That is the Kali that Sri Ramakrishna wanted to worship. That Kali, one who worships Kali is not afraid of anything. Going beyond fear. No fear for anything. Fear for old age, disease, death. Nothing can make me fearful. I accept everything that it comes in nature. This life was given given by Divine Mother. She created, she makes us take care of all our life, and whatever it happens, it is up to her. By her will, everything happens. So why should I worry for this life, for this small body, which is just a part of myself? My true self is ever untouched by this. My identification with the body creates all trouble, and body has to pass through all the laws of creation of asti, jayate, asti, vardhate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, nasyati. It has to be born, then exist, then mature, then decrepit, and then finally it will die. So why should I be worried of this body? Body will have go through its own law. May I dance with the Mother dancing in my heart. That is the real purpose of the worship of Mother Kali, to become more stronger, fearless for anything that may come. Because with the knowledge that Mother grants, that I am the true self, immortal and indestructible, full of bliss. Even death cannot touch me. This body is a part of nature, is a part creation of Divine Mother. It will be recycled. Let it be recycled. I will be untouched by that recycling process. If needed, I will give up this body like a worn-out garment, like a used cloth, and then get a new body. So that thing will happen. So fear is gone. We will be always in bliss in all situations. That is the purpose of divine worship of the Divine Mother. Dukkha nibritti paramananda prapti. Cessation of all dukkha, all sorrows, all fear, and attainment of bliss, supreme bliss, parama ananda. That Mother can grant us saisha prasanna varada nrinam bhavati muktaye. We can be free from all ignorance, delusion, and samsaric power, the worldliness, if she is pleased by our worship, and our worship is not to be fearful of anything that comes. That is the real worship. That's what Swami Vivekananda says. Thank you very much.